Google Plus, we hardly knew you.
Hey everyone, it's vmcampos, Google Plus fan. Yes, you heard me right. I was a big fan, and I'm still a big fan, of Google Plus, the little social network that could not go against Facebook. I was an early adopter of Google Plus, and I'm going to miss it. This video is one final loving look at Google Plus. If you never used it, you really missed out on something. If you did use Google Plus, this will be a nice time capsule for what it was. Well, it was a social network just like every other social network in that you have a profile and you share content. This is my profile over here, which will be lost to the sands of time. It really sucks that it's going to totally go away. Literally, Google is going to delete everything from Google Plus, and that's just really sad because there were millions of people that were using Google Plus religiously, effectively, and having fun and enjoying it, and it's just going to go away. So I wanted to make this recording before it did. Here's my banner image showing off my website, Patreon, talking about what I do, magic, comics, gameplay. I had 1,439 followers. Actually, I think I went up to like 1,450 or something, but people have been leaving. Link over to my Patreon, about information here. All of this stuff is going away. But I'm still going to be on these other networks. I'm going to spend most of my time back on Twitter again. But I'm on all the social networks as you see here. This is the recent content that I've shared, posting to various communities. I'll explain what all of that is. And this is all my hobbies and fun stuff that I like to share. Comics, magic, just all of this hobbies of mine. And I really had a lot of great interactions with people. Met some interesting people, shared stuff, learned stuff, just had fun. There's my cat. He's gonna miss Google Plus as well. So let's just kind of break down what you could do at Google Plus. And you'll see it was just like every other social network, but it had its own character, its own characters, and it was great. So we got a home screen, this home timeline. Everyone that you're connected to, you see their stuff, you see your content. You could really filter this home screen about what you wanted to see. You could really organize your content and really like focus on what you like, not like the constant barrage from other social networks. We had this Discover tab where it would surface a variety of topics, collections, communities, content from people. Well, now that it's all coming to an end, you're kind of seeing a lot more spam compared to before. But this was a great place to find new people, new content, something interesting, something fun, just like every other social network. There was the good about it, the bad about it, and just kind of going over a general view over here, I'm seeing some of the same names that had been active before and some spam stuff. And again, the network's just, it's just going down the drain. It's circling the drain at this point. So you might not see the best stuff anymore. But again, back in the day, just like last year, this was a great place for you to discover new things. Well, the most important part of Google Plus were the communities, which is where people would congregate together on a specific topic. These are the communities that I've been a part of. So let's see here. Well, the Adventure Time community, I'm the owner of that. And even though there's a lot of members, there's like no activity anymore. People have moved on. We've got these other ones, the Anime Zone. So I'll browse a few of these. This is all about, of course, anime. So it's, the usual anime stuff, a variety of age ranges and activity. And people were really active on this one. It was a cool community, pretty on topic, good moderators. That's one of the things that really made Google Plus work well, that there were moderators, that were people that cared about this stuff. Well, that sounds like Facebook groups. Yeah, but F Facebook, F everything about Facebook. This was Google Plus, where I felt that there was a better caliber of people on the network. Well, let's go look at a few more communities. Art club, people drawing, black and white photography, cartoons and animation. I was a moderator there. That one was another one that just kind of fell off the map. People weren't as active as they used to be on it, and it was all about cartoons. I came in and helped clean it up, and sometimes things slipped through, so I could easily remove and ban people. But nowadays, not much of a point to that, and it's really just, it's not as good as it used to be. Well, let's look at some of the ones that are still active. Some of these communities are going to stay active until the end. I was in a couple of comic book communities. Let's go look at some of these comic book speculating ones. These were some of the most active and some of the ones that I like the most. Keeping up to date with hot comics that are coming out. Comic books to pick up, recommendations, a lot of talented, interesting people talking all about comics. The Facts community is one of the best ones. Ooh, look at this, Amazing Fantasy 15, a 2.0. That's worth thousands of dollars. No joke. And it's just great to see all of these comics. I love comics, especially old classic ones, and being on the cutting edge of like what's something to pay attention to keep up to date with. Ms. Marvel, of course. You want to find that issue number 1 and hold on to it. Let's see again. Let's see another one of these comic communities. How about one focused on DC Comics? So this is a great community, a lot of great moderators. They're moving over to MeWe. So that's the place that everyone's kind of going to after Google Plus. I'm there too. I just haven't really put all my effort into it just yet because I'm missing Google Plus. It's ending, and I still check in and put my content, but it's just sad to see it kind of really going away. Oh, there's the classic Batman and Joker from Batman the Animated Series. And there's the Batman who likes to shoot guns. The Grim Knight. So, looks like this is still being moderated pretty well. That's great. It's just a few more days until this gets shut down. So when you see this months or years later, hopefully this time capsule of things gives you a little bit of nostalgia of what Google Plus used to be. Oh, look at that Party Man. That's really cool there. Let's contrast that with the Marvel community. That was another very active community with a lot of people posting about Marvel comics. I love them both, although I'm a bigger fan of Marvel comics, to be honest. And so you would see polls very often on Google Plus. A lot of cool art, people sharing and being active. And so this is Deadpool block. Let's see, now that X-Men rights are back at Marvel, what do you think will happen regarding Quicksilver? Somehow resurrect Pietro, bring Peter in, new Quicksilver, no more Quicksilver. That's an interesting question. Let's resurrect them somehow. Combo, so who would battle here, Ant-Man or Ms. Marvel? So cool Spider-Man costume there, some fan art. We've got Miles Morales, Spider-Man, very nice. Who would be a better actor for Green Goblin? I think Tom Lee Jones is going to break a hip, so I'll vote for Mr. Baldwin. Hit poll if you love Rocket. Reading is fundamental, kids. Don't forget to check your spell check. So, see that I'm still active and posting stuff. But let's go to some other communities. What else is good? What was enjoyable There was, for example, the pure horror community. Now, content warning, this is about horror movies and such, so there's going to be some scary stuff. Let's take a quick look. Make sure you've got your lights turned on. So a community like this was cool because people were sharing original art, doing some mashups, showing previews of movies and video clips and all of that, animated GIFs. So again, I'm kind of seeing the same thing over and over a little bit because, people are moving on. They're moving off to other communities or just staying off of things and, off-topic stuff, unfortunately. But that's what happens as these communities are kind of going downhill. It's, again, very close to the end of Google+, so some things are just going to fall apart. Red rum. Okay, let's go out of here before we get nightmares. What else was good? Nintendo community, Comic-Con, technology community, Star Trek, Star Wars. Let's pop over to Star Wars community. What's going on here in the world of Star Wars? This was a great place to keep up to date with memes and others. Captain Kirk slapping himself and other funny things. But yeah, here's some spam. Who cares about that spider? And Boba Fett as usual, and some of the cartoon aspects of things. Got Dark Empire today. Ooh, nice. So, classic Star Wars comic book, which was the story published after the original trilogy. Luke going to the dark side, basically. Goodbye, guys. May the Force be with you. +1 that. Gives me the feels. Let's contrast that over with the Star Trek community. What are some of the final thoughts there? We've got a little video of Mr. Worf. Classic Picard meme flipped around. Stuff about STD. Is Sisko the ideal man? Yes, he is. It's also the best Star Trek of all. Ooh, there's Major Kira. Freedom Fighter. Which pilot do you enjoy more, The Cage or No Man Has Gone Before? Good question. What's with all the hate for Star Trek Discovery? 75 comments. So again, I really saw a lot of community. I saw a lot of talk and interaction on Google+. It was a really enjoyable social network. So if you never used it, you really did miss out in something. Yes, it had shades of Facebook and Twitter because it came out after those other two networks. So it would make sense that there would be things that seem familiar in Google Plus because Google built something on the backs of the other networks. But it was a great community with real interaction, real content, real people that I ended up connecting with. So these were not spam bots, these were real people sharing things that were very enjoyable, that spoke to me, that were fun and interesting, and I'm going to miss these people. It was all digital, it was all on the other side of the screen, but they were fun, real, cool people that I hope they continue enjoying social media wherever they end up going. I still have some notifications to go read, but those are private. So I'll end here. Hopefully you liked this video. It was a little nostalgic. If you don't get why I'm wistful for this, that's okay. You can enjoy your own social networks, but this one was mine. This one was the one that I liked the most. I was there since day one. When it was released to the public, I had an account and I was enjoying it, and I accumulated a lot of activity, posted some great stuff, and it's a shame it's gonna go away. Well, I'm not. I'm still gonna be around. Twitter.com/vmcampos, YouTube.com/vmcamposjr, Patreon.com/vmcampos. That's the best place to find me. Everything I create will be found there. That really is the best place for you to keep up to date with me. And I hope this little time capsule of Google Plus was enjoyable to you. This has been VM Campos. I'll see you online.